I wake up this morning, so glad to see the sun. I give thanks for another day of this journey I've begun. I promise to live truth at every crossroad on the way. Nothing is ever going to take my peace away. Later in the evening, as I lie down on the bed, to do some spiritual accounting, running things over in my head. I don't have to tell you, cause the story has been told. Don't judge me too harshly, cause it's not a perfect world. Cause if it were a perfect world, life would never have a rise and fall. In a perfect world, my people will always be standing tall. In a perfect world, great civilizations would never end, and slavery and savagery suddenly descend. In a perfect world, caring for others would be the goal. But right now, we are quite far from that perfect world. Buy a newspaper to see what I could see. Some might say it's depressing, only crime and poverty. The managers we hire to run business for we is only talk we're talking, and results we just can't see. A whole heap of promises, all gone up in smoke. The way they're behaving, like the whole thing is a joke. Now the racial politics on the agenda have been told. It's despair, we are not living in a perfect world. Cause if it were a perfect world, politicians wouldn't mamakai. In a perfect world, leaders wouldn't forget, misstep and lie. In a perfect world, they won't make promises they don't intend to keep. In a perfect world, workers wouldn't have to suffer, scrunt and weep. In a perfect world, there will be justice for one and all. But I guess we're not living in a perfect world at all. Another woman dead or beaten, they call it domestic abuse. No one cares to analyze, we don't want no damn excuse. Living in a bad dream that just won't go away. You just can't wake up, the nightmare goes on night and day. Another case of incest, someone tell me what is wrong. Don't just blame the daddy, yes, now it's been going on. All the jail and courthouse, no deterrent for young or old. Don't hold your breath, cause it won't go. It's not a perfect world, cause if it were a perfect world, men wouldn't abuse their women. In a perfect world, women will have greater respect for men. In a perfect world, our children would have no cares, and our teenage daughters can dress up like the making fairs. In a perfect world, all adults will be responsible. So I guess we have to wait a little while for that perfect world. The prices in the grocery like they taking Viagra. It's only upward pointing since I can remember. They say inflation falling, but that is just a scam. Cause things just getting harder for poor people in this land. They say they have to cut back because of the economy, while the shareholders only want to see growth and profit constantly. How people will make out, take a cut back we are told, but only the poor must sacrifice in this imperfect world. Cause if it were a perfect world, businessmen would have a heart. In a perfect world, they would lower food prices for a start. In a perfect world, profit sharing would be the goal. Greater incentives mean greater output, we are told. In a perfect world, doctors won't profit on their patients' illness and would provide proper health care. In a perfect world,